welcome to Big Screen Nation. It's me, Solly. Today's Netflix film review will be about the film called Ophelia. This film was released in 2018, but has made its way onto Netflix in its new releases now. This film, it stars, I don't know all the stars by name, honestly. I'll be real with you. I haven't did too much research on them, but the guy, the person who plays Hamlet in this, he's one of the same soldiers that, that's in the film called 1917, one really good film. So he plays Hamlet in it, and Ophelia is played by someone I don't know their name, and I'm not gonna get embarrassed or nothing like that. It's someone I haven't really heard of before, but the film's based on her point of view, her telling the story of what happened to the royal family of Denmark. So you have the King of Denmark, who has a son who's Hamlet, and Ophelia is actually the lady in waiting. So she's kind of waiting to get married to Hamlet, so one day that they should be able to take up the throne together, that sort of thing. But it's Shakespeare, so it's based off a Shakespeare sort of play. The good thing about it is that when I watched it, it didn't feel like I was watching a Shakespeare type play, which was good, because in school I didn't really like Shakespeare. I was bored of Romeo and Juliet, and I think there was another one I was learning in school, but I can't even remember it. It was that long ago now. You're talking 20 something years ago that I was in school studying that sort of thing. But anyway, Shakespeare was really boring. So I came in to watch this film. The first 5 minutes I thought, oh, this film's going to be dead. I thought, let me just give it a chance. And it turns out to be a really good film. I'll be honest with you. Really good film, because I have an whole idea about the dynamics of Hamlet, his mum and his dad who's the king, and his uncle who then becomes king after the dad dies instead of Hamlet himself. I had a rough idea of it, so actually watching the film was nice to see how the story worked out from Ophelia's eyes, and it was very interesting. I thought that there was going to be more deaths. I thought there was going to be a lot more scandals and stuff, but it was really kind of like romantic. It was like a romantic type movie, it had its romantic bits, but obviously because they're basing it off Shakespeare sort of plots. If you've watched films that were based off plays by Shakespeare, there's going to be tragedy, there's going to be some sort of killing, maybe murdering or poisoning, there may be some incest and all sorts of other things going on. So all of those things fit into it quite well. All those things were in there, but the way how the story was told from this Ophelia point of view was quite good. And I would actually give this film 4 stars. Actually, I'll give the film 4 stars, because for me, the main thing was about the story. I don't really like olden day type stuff too much, because they're a bit too poetic sometimes, and stories can drag a bit long. But this film was okay. It was okay. I think it was really good, actually, story-wise. And although there was some bits I didn't like in it, for example, the way how crazy Hamlet seemed to be behaving, after his father's died, and coming back and find out his father's dead. And then, there's other little plots in there as well, but I'll leave that for you to watch. Overall, I'd say, if you like your olden day type films, that olden day type environment with kings and queens and Game of Thrones type behaviors and stuff like that, then you know this is going to be a film for you. It's a film for me. I would recommend that you watch it if you're into that olden days type thing. I mean, if you're into more sort of up-to-date type action for movies, you might as well just stay away from it. It's not going to be your thing at all. If you like a good story and you like to, you know, a bit more or depth of what's actually going on with people and the history behind characters and that depth side of thing, this will be kind of a film for you, you know. If you like to indulge and explore characters and stuff like that, yeah, this will be a film for you. Maybe if you're a Shakespeare fan and you like the way how Shakespeare does his work and you like it true to the letter of, well, me, I find Shakespeare quite boring, but it's true to the letter of his style of doing things, and you know, even if you like that sort of language of the way how they talk and that sort of thing, then you may not like this. But it's one worth exploring. It's one worth checking out. That's Ophelia on Netflix. Yeah, out now. Simple. If you like my reviews, please, you know, check out. I've got other reviews of previous films. And, you know, when I used to go to the cinema before this lockdown, I used to review a few films. You know, if you like, you know, you can look at my old material, my old reviews. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and take care and stay safe out there.